Can you separate the art from the artist? Anti-Semitic, crazy, but he made graduation. Can you separate the art from the artist? A wildly popular concept when it comes to Kanye West. Ye. Well, Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. I've been a Kanye West fan for over 20 years. I've defended Kanye from the Taylor Swift situation. I've defended Ye's comments towards Beck. I've defended Ye from paparazzi incidents, the Taylor Swift drama, with the whole Famous situation with the Life of Pablo Famous track. It's always been Ye over Drake. I haven't listened to Drake since Scorpion. The MAGA hat, every crash out, you name it. I've always had Ye's back. I've defended Ye during his 2020 presidential run, and I defended Ye when he made those I Love Hitler comments on the Alex Jones show. Now we're here in 2025. He dropped Vultures 2. He's about to drop Bully, and he's going crazy on X. Well, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. He's tweeting the most wild things on Twitter, and just when you think it cannot get any worse, just when you think there's no going back, just when you think it's all over, Ye just drops another, probably the most diabolical, it's the worst tweet ever that comes next, just when you think it's over. For us Ye loyals, we just want to hide under a rock. So what do we do during times like these? The same thing we always do. Just shut up, lay low for a while, and just let it pass. But this time, it's a little bit different. This time, it's probably the hardest time. Like I said before, I've been a Ye fan for over 20 years, and I don't always agree with his ideology. But I'm going to admit, I've been at the breaking point right about now. And for the first time during my long car rides, I've actually been a little hesitant to play some tracks here and there. Yeah, that's how bad things have gotten. I've opted to play other artists, but it just doesn't hit the same, man. So it is getting harder to play it. I will admit that. I'm still a big Ye fan. I'm probably one of the few fans that are still bumping Vultures 2. I think Vultures 2 is fire. I played a CD quality version of Preacher Man and Beauty and the Beast. If you're a big Ye fan like me, you already know, you'd understand exactly what I'm talking about. So here are some of the biggest things that I've learned, life lessons, from being a Ye fan, Kanye fan. I remember being in elementary school, hearing slow jams on the radio at the time. I had no idea what the College Dropout was or what is it about. When I first saw the album cover, I was under the impression that this Kanye West guy was an actual bear. Like, that was it. Like, I never saw his face. I thought it was just a rapping bear. And I thought he was a literal, I thought he was a mascot that dropped out of school, that he hopped in the booth. He made this College Dropout album, and yeah. So it was kind of interesting. I remember sneaking my dad's CD collection into the garage. He had a big old boombox, and I played the whole album from front to back, as an elementary school kid. Drug dealing just to get by. We Don't Care was very catchy. And since I was so young, I used to sing the chorus because it was other kids, I got in big trouble for saying the drug dealing part just to get by, stacking money till it gets sky high. I got in trouble for saying the lyrics to the song. I wasn't allowed to listen to explicit raps at the time. I even got in trouble for singing Overnight Celebrity by Twista, and I really liked that song because Twista, the same rapper, was on slow jams rapping fast. So at the time, as a kid, I didn't know which rapper was which, but I liked the music. I was singing the songs. It was during this time of development in a young boy's mind, that sparked my curiosity. My family was big into Disney parks. I was a big fan of Walt Disney and anything that has to do with creativity. College Dropout actually gravitated towards me because the College Dropout was different from the other rap albums at the time. While everybody was wearing, baggy clothes, baggy daddies, hood, crunk, whatever it was at the time, Kanye and the College Dropout was ahead of his time. It was just a different vibe than the rest of the music that was out. The College Dropout at the time seemed cool and sparked creativity. To me, it represented going against the grain, changing the culture. How many of you guys remember MTV Video on Demand, VH1 Storytellers? Back in elementary, I couldn't just access music on the spot. I would go on Video on Demand when I got home And when I got older, I just kept on listening to Kanye West. Making a song called Can't Tell Me Nothing. Now, since I was so young, I didn't really know what the lyrics meant. However, for a young boy, listening to Kanye West installed a lot of confidence. And I think that is very important to have as a foundation when growing up. When you're not confident, you are insecure, you're hesitant, you become a people pleaser, you are scared of making decisions. So one of the biggest things I learned from being a Kanye fan was believe in myself. Have the confidence and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Just imagine what it does to the psyche as a young boy. You deal with peer pressure. You may get bullied. People judge you for the way you look, your clothes, your style, your hobbies, your passion, and all that stuff. And I think being inspired to be yourself, it's okay to be a little different. It just sparks that creativity, young boy's mind. Confidence is one of the number one things that you can have as a young boy growing up. And that will actually help you out, actually to love yourself and actually to believe in yourself. It does a lot for the mental. Being a Kanye fan has actually taught me to get out of my comfort zone and actually do something that's different, that it is okay to be completely different. I remember looking at a magazine where Kanye did an interview, and I think it was about the 808's Heartbreak rollout, which was a perfect 10. It was ahead of his time, experimental. Kanye was not afraid to do something different. You would be lying if you said you could have dedicated a lot of those songs to different people, perhaps at different times in your life. Starting out like a Kanye fan, you might be too young to understand several controversies. I think a lot of times as we seen something on TV or online, I know for me, I just viewed it as hate and people being jealous. Let's admit, TMZ hasn't always had the best reputation in general. This whole Hollywood paparazzi thing seemed like control. It seemed like fake propaganda. They are hating on the greatest artist of all time. They killed Michael Jackson, bro. Listen to the kids, bro. I hate award shows, bro. Listen to the kids. As we got older, life happens. We may be more interested in social issues, politics. As young adults, we start to look at the world from different lenses. The foundations that I had as a kid are still there and we just grew on it. That's why they are called foundations. It's something to build on. You have a foundation, it's like a starter pack. It is what you start with and you build upon it. So I would say this, being a Ye fan has definitely gave me the confidence to believe in myself on a smaller scale though, since we're not rich celebrities. However, I believe it did make me believe in myself and believe that I was more than just the average Joe. And I should aim for the stars. You should aim for the stars because you will land on a cloud. In fact, one of my favorite quotes from Kanye West is being a fan of him is being a fan of yourself. And that's the realest thing ever. I think as a Kanye fan, you love yourself. You listen to his music, you see the confidence, you want to be better for yourself. You want to be creative. Kanye is just not an artist. Bro is a fashion designer, a producer, the modern Walt Disney. I was a fan of Walt Disney, as I previously stated, and to me, it's always been bigger than the music. It always has. The Stronger music video was absolutely mind-blowing. Like it was a video game. Epic, inspiring. I'm a kid who watched the Never-Ending Story as a kid. Back to the Future, Indiana Jones. I listened to techno. That Stronger music video was incredibly wild and stuck to my soul. I was the most inspired by Kanye in the year 2016. During the rollout of The Life of Pablo, at the time, I think I was just impressed by the art piece and I tried to figure out the message and concept. I remember Kanye prefacing the music video by stating this was neither supportive or is praising any celebrity in a video, but they're making a statement on the concept of fame. I personally thought it was genius, it was creative, it outraged a lot of people on social media, and I was thinking people gotta chill. It's not that serious, we gotta just enjoy the art. 2016 was the year I was most inspired as a Ye fan. He had some epic rants, and unfortunately, he even ended his St. Pablo tour by that wild rant. He hugged it out with Kid Cudi, and it was like the most beautiful moment ever. It was deep, and yeah, he pulled the stage back and he just walked off. It's the whole the mental episodes in the hospital, all that drama right there. And at this point, I always believed Kanye to be a truth teller. and fighting the powers that may be. My defense of the whole MAGA situation is that I personally did feel like Black Hollywood and celebrities pushed too hard for us to be democratic. I was never on that. I always questioned it. Why do Black people always have to be democratic? I always defended Ye, and not just Ye, but anybody who didn't want to be controlled by the narratives of the Democratic Party. I'm talking about you, John Legend. I guess to add another point for this YouTube video, what I learned from Ye was standing on what you believe in and don't let anybody force you onto their beliefs, especially if you genuinely believe that you're on the right side of history. But if I believe something, even on a political topic, I'm still willing to have a civil conversation with respect. I'll hear you out. I'll try to see your perspective, and then we could reach a middle ground. And that's how we can grow as human beings on a humanity level and sharing the ideas, passing it to the next generation. I admire anybody who stands on their principles. Now, if you think the glaze is too far in this video, let me remind you, this video is about the lessons that I've learned as a Kanye fan for over 20 years. Psychology, what it did for a young brain growing over the years. It helped me with major self-confidence, helped me outperform my peers in a lot of areas, get awards, get meritoriously promoted, test myself creatively. The time I saw a blank canvas, I saw it as an opportunity. I saw it as a challenge to do something outside the box and be creative. I say this also to bring it back to my first point in the video. Despite all the positive lessons that I've learned from Kanye, can I separate the art from the artist? There are things that I do disagree with Ye on. I don't like his treatment of Virgil. I don't like how he speaks on Virgil. That tweet that he said, fuck Virgil. I'm not down with that. I will never support that. As a young designer, creative, Virgil is a big deal. I think those sneak disses were unwarranted. It's evident from Virgil's closest friends and families that they don't like Kanye. And even though we're an outsider looking in, it has to be some stuff we don't know behind the doors. The extent of what he said about Virgil behind his back. I know I listed a whole bunch of stuff that I did defend Kanye on, but there's also a lot of stuff that I just cannot get behind him on. The whole black Nazi, that's like the craziest oxymoron in the entire world. Bruh, Hitler would have you and me disappeared. I can at least say that Kanye sucks at articulating himself. I get it, the 400 years a slave type thing. That comment, if slavery was a choice, that comment doesn't bother me. I know he's talking about the mental enslavement of Black people that are still here today. I get it. I'm all here from that. I'm all here for that. But like I said, he sucks at articulating himself. Angry mob will torch Ye. So I disagree with a lot of the way he goes about some things. I think the yes mans it's a horrible thing for anybody. It's just highlighted more on a bigger scale, and the effects of that is more negative at that scale too. In my age and throughout the whole years, as I grew wiser, I just came to the realization that we have to stop caring so much and have this emotional attachment to these celebrities, man. Be inspired, like their ideas, like their music, their art, what they gave to the world. But I think that's where we cut off the line. I think as human species, we have to get past this whole celebrity influencer phase in this era of Earth. Mankind. I don't agree with the Nazi tweets. I miss the Ye that just wanted his family, bro. Jesus is King was a good era, in my opinion. But when you pedestalize these celebrities, when you pedestalize yourself, that's, pride becomes before the fall, everybody knows that. As a big Ye fan, I think it was perfectly fine with Ye ending his career with Donda, to be honest with you. I think that was a wonderful tribute to his mom, all the songs on Donda. I think that was a perfect way to get out. But don't get me wrong, I do love the Vultures era. I'm probably one of the few fans that still loves Vultures 2. That is in our rotation right now. Heavy rotation. But yeah, for the first time, I'm going to say I'm taking it easy right now as a Ye fan. Just calm down. We're going to get through it. Just let it die out. None of this matters. And to be honest with you, it's just a part of growing and realizing that there's a lot more important things in life. So yeah, so let me know what you think. Those are some of the things I've learned as a Ye fan for 20 years. Still a Ye fan. Don't condone a lot of the stuff, the hateful rhetoric and all that stuff. Spread love, spread peace. Thank you for watching. Peace.